Oh, good evening. You caught me eating. You caught me eating. Plenty to talk about. Most of it good. One thing not quite so good. So forgive me. This is the second time I've made this video. The first time it sounded like I was in a wind tunnel. And I realized I had some of the settings wrong on the laptop here. And also the soundtrack wasn't quite synced with the video. So I've adjusted that. the frame rate. So I've done that. So our Dutch Napoleonic infantry are finished. Just a little bit of paint on the bases and some static grass, but the actual doing of them is finished. Charlie, can you mind out here a minute? Sorry, my bear's in the way here. Come on. There you go. Yeah, very nice. Very pleased with them. A couple of musicians on this stand. Yeah, very nice. Come out very well. And command figure. Now, I didn't have a ready-made flag for this unit because it's a bit sort of out of the way, I guess you would say. So the flag we wanted is that one there with a lion, a crown, and holding a sword. So we had to attempt to paint it by hand. See what you think. Oh, come on, give me a bit of focus. I can't believe this camera, you know. Let me get a bit of card or something here. There you go. Let's see if I can get a bit closer here. Here, our auto-focus camera. Well, it's not too bad. It's not too bad a job. Yeah. I'll settle for that. That's not too bad. So that's our Dutch infantry. Just a bit of chocolate brown on the bases. Or not chocolate brown, it's burnt umber, a few highlights and some static grass. I gotta order some grass tufts. That's the thing I do have to do. It's amazing how many of them things you get through. Grass tufts. So that's that. The clock's going to go off in a minute, guaranteed. So next thing up, I said I would do the French artillery. This is the care package that the British Legion sent us very kindly. And as you, if you remember, a couple of the horses were deformed. They weren't molded properly. They'd gone awry in the molding process. The legs weren't right. Well, I've done them. Hopefully you can see that. This camera doesn't want to focus to see if it's being awkward. I don't know what's wrong with this camera, you know, I mean, it's just... Where's my bit of card again? There you go. So that's the new leg on that horse. And this one. Still needs a little bit of work doing on it. And also the bridle under the chin needs doing, because that's not come out properly. And the tail's not come out properly either. But the tail actually looks like it's been docked. So I'm going to leave the tail. That's fine. So that's that. But I was looking in my stash pile, and I found no. And then I looked a bit further and I found that. Now that's the same as the other sets, just that it's got a bit of redoubt thrown in for good measure. But they're all basically the same set. So I thought, what the hell? I take the bull by the horns and I do all three sets at one go. Which, if you think about it, that's 24 horses. Well, the last batch of cavalry we did, I think that was about 24 horses, so it's no more than that. They only give you 5 crew figures per artillery piece, and I like to have 6. So what I thought was, there's 6 guns there. Take one of the guns and connect it to one of the limbers and have it being pulled, and then the crew figures for that gun, the 5 crew figures for that gun, you can add 1 to each of the other 5 guns, and then it'll have 6 crew figures each. Well, you might have to modify one of the figures slightly to give it a bit of difference, but that's my way of getting 6 figures per artillery piece, so that's what we're going to do. So we'll do all 3 boxes in one go. So I've already started. I have, that's down here. cleaned all the horses, all the flashes off the horses. I did that Sunday. Took me most of Sunday to clean all the flash off them and tidy them up. But that's them done. So that's job done. So maybe tomorrow we can wash them and prime them ready to go. I tell you one thing with these horses, a lot of them are freestanding, as you can see. There's no base on that horse, so I'm going to make some bases out of some plastic card I've got here and just super glue them onto that. That'll allow me to stand them on my drums here for painting, and also it'll help when we finally come to put the whole limber together and base it up. It'll help in that as well. So that's what we're going to do. So hopefully have a go at that tomorrow. See what I told you? See, I told you. Invariably, and another one will go off in a minute, because there's always a time lag between these things, because you can never keep them running all together. It just doesn't happen like that. So that's where we're at with our painting and building. Once we've done that, then it's just 7 batches of infantry to the finish. So I have a new subscriber, Patrick Cassidy. Thank you very much. Nice to have you on board. I hope you like what we do. Well, obviously you do, because you've subscribed, which is fantastic. And nice that you find it interesting. And thanks to everybody that's subscribed recently. We're over 150 subscribers now, so we're on our way to 200. It's going to get a lot more interesting than this, because once we finish the Napoleonics, as my older subscribers will know, it's then off to 132 and 135 scale in World War II, which is going to be good, because we got a heck of a lot of stuff here. Everything from tanks to airplanes to jeeps to infantry of all kinds, the buildings. I mean, it's, but we got to get the maps done first. That's the first thing, is to get these Napoleonics finished. And as I've always said, I will not touch one single 132 or 135 scale figure until these Napoleonics are finished. We're well on our way. Just 2 batches of British infantry and 5 of French after these artillery pieces, because 5 cannons, 6 crew, what's that, 30 figures. Well, that's only 5 more than a battalion of infantry. So we'll get that done, and we'll do the little bits of redoubt as well, I think. Artillery pieces are never much to paint up, really. You know, just whack a load of military green on them and then give them some highlights, and they're done. So yeah, looking forward to that, enjoying it enormously. One thing I was going to say to you, I'm going to have a bit of a see what I mean? There's a time lag. I'm going to have a bit of a gripe now. So I seem to have been doing the last couple of days is griping. I tell you something, I'm thinking of making a complaint. So I had to go to the hospital yesterday, hospital appointment. And I was like 10-15 minutes early for my appointment for x-ray. They made me wait outside in the rain. They can't come in here. No, you're too early. No, wait outside. It was raining, so I had to wait in the rain. And then when I had the x-ray, normally they take you in like a side room and say, you know, here's a gown, get undressed, put the gown on. I had to get undressed from waist up, put the gown on, in the room with the x-ray machine with two sort of technicians there, which was embarrassing to say the least. To my mind, that was a bit out of order. I'm thinking of making a complaint. So there you go. So not good, not good. But what I was going to complain out now, just something I have to get off my chest, if you like. I was watching somebody else's channel night before last, and they were doing a giveaway. Now I have to say this particular person was doing a very good giveaway. Lovely prize, fantastic. Now I don't know whether he had paid for the prize or it had been sponsored to his channel. I don't know. I didn't bother to ask. It's not my business to ask, really, I suppose. But very fantastic prize. I'm going to have a go at this. And it's not just like me. I ask you one question and whoever gets it gets the giveaway. This was done over, this is going to be done over sort of like the month of December. So something every day. It's a nice idea. Nice idea. So somebody left a comment, because I don't just watch videos. You know, I watch the video and I look at the comments underneath, what people are saying about particular videos. And somebody left a comment saying, good idea. Finally a giveaway worth entering. Or was it at last a giveaway worth entering? Now, a lot of us that do these things, let me get my phone a second. Charlie, where's my phone? I'll tell you exactly what this person said. I'm going to get it right, word for word. But a lot of us that do these giveaways we do them out of generosity, and here we go, out of our own pocket.
Download a free audiobook with your 30-day trial.
We don't get paid for this. We don't get reimbursed for this. Yeah, here we go. What a great idea. And finally, a giveaway competition that's actually worth entering. Now, like I say, you know, a lot of us, I don't just speak for me, I speak for a lot of people that do giveaways, because there are a lot of people out there that do giveaways from different channels, not only for painting toy soldiers, but for other things. We don't get sponsored for this. We don't get reimbursed for this or paid for this. We just do it out of our own pockets for whatever reason. You know, I do it because I enjoy doing it. It's a bit of fun. I like to give something back to the community and the hobby in general, because it's given a lot to me. I've met some nice people, made some good friends on it, and I've learned a lot about painting and stuff by watching people's videos, and I'm going to learn a lot for sure by watching people making kits when I get to the 132 stuff. So, but I don't get paid for it or reimbursed for it. You know, I'm quite happy to do it. If there comes such a time that I can't afford to do it, I'll tell you, I can't afford to do it, and I will have to forget it. But I don't mind at the moment. It's great, and I think a lot of people out there do it just out of the goodness of their hearts, just out of their own pocket. So to say that, I think was a bit out of order, really. Now finally, a giveaway competition worth entering. So what are you saying? All the others aren't worth entering. They're not up to scratch. Is that what the person's saying? I mean, never knock me personally, never knock anybody for giving something away. I mean, like, me personally, if you even pay the postage to send it to you, I don't mind. But you shouldn't knock people for, I don't think you should knock people for giving away freebies. I mean, or insinuate that all the others are sort of not up to scratch, that all the other giveaways are not up to scratch or whatever. So I left a bit of a bitter taste in my mouth, put it that way. I mean, it's better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick. I mean, honestly. But, let me know what you think. If the comment wasn't directed at me personally. It wasn't directed at anybody in particular. It was just a comment that was left, as I've just read it to you. It's just a general comment, but you shouldn't knock people for giving stuff away. You should be careful what you say in comments and stuff, because people do read them. I read them. So yeah, I left a bit of a bitter taste in my mouth, shall I say. I didn't like that. But if people are going to continue to leave comments like that, maybe I might do it. Maybe I might say that way. I'll go and sit under a palm tree in City Waddell and go and watch the camels go by and say, to hell with it, do something else. But that's just my feeling. Shouldn't knock people for, I don't think you should knock people for being kind and generous and giving stuff away. And then the funny thing is, I looked at this person's channel and he had no videos posted and no subscribers. So I think, well, who are you? So there you have it. So with that in mind, I will get on to this month's giveaway. Got bits of porridge oats in my throat now. This month's giveaway is the prize is in two parts. The first part is, as you're all now so proficient at making the perfect cup of tea because you've watched the video and you all know how to do it now. The first part of the giveaway is this bag of tea samples, and there's 15 different tea samples from around the world. Everything from, nobody can read that on there. Probably can't read that. Oh yeah, they got it. Oolong, which actually looks like looks a bit like rat droppings, but it's not, I assure you. That's oolong. That's the one I always say tastes a bit like cigar ash. Very, very smoky, but I like it. I like it. Everything from that to Ceylon, Russian Caravan. That's quite nice. What's that? Masala chai. I mean, yeah. So it's 15 different tea samples from around the world, plus the obligatory tea strainer, which you will need. Brand new tea strainer. And also something that I've taken to using recently, and I find it very good, and that is the Army Painter wet palette. Very, very good. I used to use a ceramic sandwich plate with sponge in it, and then kitchen paper on top, not kitchen paper, baking paper like parchment on top of that, and that works pretty well. But with this has a lid on it, so when I finish for the end of the day, at the end of the day, I can put the lid on it and just put it out in the fridge, and I don't have to cut papers to fit the sandwich tray anymore, because this comes with 50 papers, and also 2 sponges. Well, they don't call them sponges, they call them hydro foams. So there you have it, the Army Painter wet palette. If you've never used a wet palette, you want to give it a go. It makes life a lot easier, and it makes your paint go further because it doesn't dry up. So, question for this month, excuse me, is I'm going to show you 2 bells. Here's a smaller version of the same thing. It's a higher pitch. See, my buddy here has one as well. Give it a rattle. The bell, give it a rattle. That's it. You done that before? So these bells have remained unchanged since medieval times, and maybe even before that, used for all different sorts of things, everything from jester's cowls to the legs on hawks. When they used to go hawking, they would have bells on the legs of the hawk. Morris dancers use them. I've used them when ferreting. Put one on a collar around a ferret so you can hear the ferret below ground. I found with that you needed quite a supply of bells. You needed to change the bell periodically on the ferret because they would get clogged full of earth. So that was always a job in the evening when you got home, was put the ferrets back in the hutch, give them their evening meal, and then go indoors, make a cup of tea and unclog all the bells from the soil that got in them. But this bell, or these bells, they have a particular name. They have a particular name. Even, I'll tell you something, even metal detectorists now, when they go out around the fields detecting, they find these things from the medieval period, these bells. But this type of bell has a particular name. What type of bell is that? First person to tell me what type of bell that is gets all the tea, the strainer, and the army painter wet palette. I'll send it to you ASAP. Once you give me your address, usual rules apply. You know, I'll give you your email address. You send me your address, and I'll send you the army painter wet palette and all the tea and stuff, and you're welcome to it. You're welcome to it. So that's really all I gotta say, really. The Dutch are done. Off and running on 3 boxes of French artillery. So hopefully tomorrow we'll have a crack at the horses, get them done. Or they're cleaned up now. I'll get them a scrub over with the Eucalyptus toothpaste. Little bit more shaping to do on that leg on that one there. But we get at least hopefully get some primer on them tomorrow and get them on the drums and ready to go. Yeah, so that's me done. I'm gonna go. I tell you what I'm gonna watch now. The complete series, Secret Army. Fantastic. Made in, well, series 1 anyway, it was 1977. About the resistance. Well, not really the resistance. It was I think called Lifeline. They used to get Allied airmen back to this country. And yeah, very good indeed. If you get a chance to watch Secret Army, absolutely excellent. I'm still on series 1, but fantastic. Some of the risks they would take to get these people back to this country. And quite often you'll see within it somebody has to be snuffed out to stop them giving the game away and betraying them to the Germans. I mean, even that guy there, the cafe owner, Albert, I've seen him get rid of a couple. Bernard Hepton, that was the actor who played him. Bernard Hepton, yeah, very good. Very good. So you ever get a chance to watch Secret Army, very good. Particularly if you're interested in World War II. So that's me done. I'm going to go and I've got a few dishes to do. I'm going to watch Secret Army. So thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. You know, all the usual things. And we'll see you on the next one.